I just don't understand. I've been on this case for years, but all my trails have gone cold. Is this case unsolvable? Am I just not the right guy for the job? All I have are dead ends. Where is Renju? What happened 6 years ago? Is any of this for real? Or not?
Hey boss, I just got in with a new lead. Take a look at the files.
Have you settled down? The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear.
Yeah, I know.
However, you lost consciousness.
Wait, did he?
I didn't expect you to faint.
I can't remember exactly what happened in this route, even though it happened a little bit ago.
Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking. I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't predict Pewter's whole thing. But what's his plan now? Because she's dead. And his whole thing was to bring her to the warehouse, to kill her. But what happens now?
Now that you're back, let's get back to business.
To defeat the Huns.
You are conscious, are you not? Are you at a loss for words? Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten.
It would have happened regardless.
Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
Yeah, what?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind.
Sure, thank you. I've never heard that saying before.
I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly. First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation. But even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
Because someone planned to use it.
To preserve something.
Yes. Let us move on to the next question.
Okay, so it's to preserve something. What?
Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
Her right eye was taken out, not her left.
That is a unique factor. But there was something else, something more peculiar.
Oh, there's a cloth on it.
What is unnatural about that?
Isn't it strange? The culprit hid the body because they didn't want it to be found. But then they cover it with a cloth? That implies they thought that someone would eventually find it.
But do you know for a fact that the culprit hid the body? And even if they were responsible, it is not uncommon that murderers feel a sudden urge of remorse or pity for their victim.
So the cloth was a sign of pity?
That is a possibility.
Okay. I mean, hiding it's not strange, so the fact is it was completely frozen.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read negative 58. With Iris's weight... Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to freeze solid. But we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question.
Okay.
Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive. Why?
Why? How could she still be alive? It's because the corpse was a hallucination?
What I saw on Sunday must have been a hallucination. It was a dream.
No, Date. You're overthinking it. You saw the corpse, but Iris was alive. Which means...
I saw the corpse and Iris was alive. Which means...
You mean...
You've got it.
I've got what? I bolted into the warehouse like I was shot out of a gun. What did he figure out? Wait. Is she still alive, possibly? Or...
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
What?
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean after she was killed?
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth. The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal
Wait,
size.
Iris was pregnant?
This evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
This corpse isn't Iris.
Oh. Wait, then where is she? Wait, no, she's in the, she'll be in the warehouse at Bloom Park.
It's someone else.
Which means...
Iris is still alive.
Not necessarily. She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet.
Way to take the fun out of it.
Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back.
So wait, does that mean every single time that we've seen a body in the warehouse, it hasn't been Iris? Or just this one timeline?
Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife.
A kitchen knife. Oh, yeah, because to get to this route unlocked, Iris took the knife from the Matsushita diner. It didn't happen the same because obviously things are different, but still.
This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then.
Wait. This is the body you saw then.
Iba, who is this?
Unknown.
Okay, a Jane Doe, but it's definitely not
Is
Iris.
there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine. This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
What?
10 years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly. Her
Jesus.
identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown.
Yeah, it's been 10 years.
But there is one likely suspect.
Pewter.
Who?
Let's consider the clues. The scene. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Sunday night, we saw So here.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot.
And there is something else about So Sejima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
But she looks like Iris.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
I hope he's not going to get, like, cut in half again, or, like, cut into pieces again, because I want some answers from him.
Renju and So?
And Prisoner 89.
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to.
So Sejima.
But he doesn't want to talk to us. But I gotta figure it out. Mizuki and Oda kept searching for Iris, but unfortunately they didn't turn up anything. Iris's whereabouts is still unknown. I'm worried about her, but without any leads, we'd just be looking for her blindly. I should focus on the investigation for now. It'll eventually lead me to Iris, I'm sure of it. With that in mind, I headed to So's mansion. Oh, thank God you're alive, at least.
Told you. Never to show your face here again.
And I don't give a fuck what you think.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bullshit.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman! You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago. Where is Renju Okiura? You know where he is, don't you?
Yeah, because in this timeline, he's still alive.
You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two. And that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary.
And he's still on the run.
The same number 89 that Renju escaped with.
With Pewter's help, because Pewter still helped him in this fucking timeline, because he's a dick.
Now tell me, where is Renju?
So, hold on, it's 89, Renju, So, and I think Boss? I don't know what her connection is. All I know is that she shot So at some point, and I don't know why. Suddenly, a gang of bodyguards stormed out of the mansion. In an instant, they surrounded me.
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
And I'd like to ask you to shut up. Grow some hair. Well, that went nowhere.
Damn it, So!
There's nothing we can do. We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically trespassing. If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament. We would have been detained immediately. Who would look after Iris then? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota?
Ah!
Calm down, Date. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold storage warehouse.
Yeah, we do. I'm really curious about that.
Let's give her a name. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or Alice. What do you think? Alice and Iris. I believe it fits nicely.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure, for no particular reason.
Alright, Alice.
I love this game.
What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3 questions.
What's with you and questions today?
Again with this?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact.
3?
When was the first time?
No. It's 3 days ago?
3 days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes, in the Somnium world. We saw the frozen corpse of a girl.
That's true.
Question 2. Who is the girl?
Alice. A virus?
A virus? She was way too big to be a virus.
Viruses mutate.
Take this seriously, Date.
Adrian.
Adrian?
Adrian.
Adrian!
What?
No, of course not.
What? Alice.
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days. One last thing. The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
In So's, right?
I understand your logic. We did see Alice in So's Somnium. In that sense, your answer is not incorrect. However, I mean specifically Alice's frozen corpse. Whose brain were we synced to then?
Whose? Iris's, probably. Hold on, wait. Adrian.
Adrian!
Rocky!
Adrian!
Rocky!
But seriously, I am talking about the corpse.
I hate these people so
Do you
much.
think you should be joking at a time like this?
You're the one who went with the bit. Yeah, because we never synced with Mizuki. No, wait. Didn't we? Mizuki?
My roommate, Mizuki Okiura.
Exactly.
Wait, when did we sync with Mizuki? No, we synced with Mizuki the first time.
You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy. But prophecies are nonsense. Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past. Therefore...
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
Oh shit,
there
what?
is no other explanation.
Aiba, where is Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday, Ikume's shrine.
The shrine? Why would she be there?
Unknown. She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
Okay, let's go.
Onward.
Date,
Hey, Mizuki.
Did you find Iris?
if I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
Well, where's Ota?
I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
What? Yeah, what are you doing here?
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front?
Yes.
We would sit there together and talk about things. Like what gluten-free means, and eyelash extensions, and aerial yoga.
Aerial yoga.
And we would talk about all our problems together. Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here. But it looks like I was wrong.
Well, I hate to kick you while you're down, but where's Renju?
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. That's probably Renju.
Or 89.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
I mean, technically they're the same person. Not the same person, the same team.
Looking for Iris. Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
Probably.
Could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Well, that causes a bit of a trouble, doesn't it? Do you know a girl named Alice, otherwise known as All Ice, from the hit popular game 999, otherwise known as 9 persons, 9 people, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. That's the name of it.
Mizuki, I have something very important to ask you.
She's also from Virtue's Last Reward. So. And nowhere to be found in Zero Time Dilemma. I told Mizuki about the frozen corpse we called All Ice.
You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories. So that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Are we gonna sync with you again?
What do you mean?
About Alice. I told Mizuki everything. About how Renju ran off with the assassin 89. How 89's connected to Sosajima. Everything. And that Sojima is linked to Alice's murder. And that Hitomi is also linked to Sosajima.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89. And that might lead me to Iris.
Mizuki looked down at her feet quietly. I could see agony in her face. The silence lingered. Finally, she steeled herself, lifted her head, and spoke.
Okay. I'll tell you about Alice.
Okay. Tell me about Alice.
It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemniscate. I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside. I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift and I looked under the hood myself. And then...
You saw Alice's dead body.
But at the time, I thought it was Iris.
Yeah, I mean, so did I. So did everybody. So why didn't you call the police?
What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna blame you, kid. You did what you thought was good to protect him. And I'm guessing she never talked to Renju about it, otherwise she probably would have been killed.
What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything.
Yeah, because while I don't think Renju's the murdering type, I think he has no real care. So he would have done that to protect his secret. He would have murdered her.
I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay. I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of somnia.
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
Yeah. Oh, right, because... No, I was thinking of the Somnium where I went the way of like, comforting her. But if you yell at her, her body shows up. Because she's freaking out so much in the Somnium, she's releasing all those repressed memories. Therefore, here we are with Alice. Makes perfect sense.
The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house.
Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki?
Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy. Or dreaming.
So me and Mizuki had, or Date and Mizuki had the same exact reaction. The second they see the body, they run to Iris's house, and then bam, she's alive.
I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
So, why was it laid out on the table then? Now that I think about it, because it was laid out on the table, and then when we come back, no one could find it. So why was it on the table to begin with?
I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night, before I went to Matsushita Diner,
Why?
because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some, and
And?
I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else. I guess he didn't want to let this place go.
Wait, so he's been connected with it the whole time?
Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think. But I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
Alice.
So the whole time Renju knew about it, I thought because he didn't own it, he wasn't going to be, like, he was completely let go of it. No, he was managing it the whole time. No wonder the warehouse was so important every single goddamn time. Because that's a warehouse that's connected to everything. And right now, technically, Pewter's still working with them.
On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura Fishery. Daddy was still managing the warehouse. And he was the only one allowed in there, too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company. And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
Jesus. Yeah, how long was he managing this warehouse?
Hey, Mizuki. How long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years. That's what the man told me.
18 years?
She was killed 18... Well, she would have had to have been if he was managing it for that long.
That long ago?
Yes.
So wait, then who is Alice?
Iba, I need an emergency search. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Huh?
Date, I found her. The girl
Oh.
who looks like Iris.
Oh shit,
What's her
okay, who?
name?
Monica EY, 19 years old at the time of her disappearance.
And she was... Oh my god. This is her mother.
A graduate of Eitoku High School.
What?
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High.
Or... Oh no, Renju. Renju! You killed the girl you knocked up and took her daughter, or took her baby, gave it to your friend, and kept the body. Oh, Renju. Oh my god.
We've known each other for 20 years now. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
I forgot about that part.
Alice is... Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju. But why? Monica's body was found just now. But even back then, Hitomi knew. She knew that Monica was already dead. Iba, where is Hitomi right now?
At headquarters for questioning. MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Roger that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so into this. And I clicked out of the game.
You're awfully calm.
It's because you know it's not Iris.
You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are, cool as a cucumber.
Oh, Hitomi, you didn't.
Even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why?
It's because you knew she wasn't her.
Because that body isn't Iris. And you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monica Iwai. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Isn't that right? Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something?
Hitomi, why?
Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime. Illegally disposing of a body.
Which implies there's a legal way to dispose of a body. Not the best terminology, though, Date.
We can prove it.
Why would Renju be questioning about Why would Renju be questioned about dumping a body? Because of where she was found.
The cold storage warehouse where the body was found.
Interrogation. Oh, okay.
It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now. And witness testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there. And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body. And I remember you telling me once.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago. And you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known.
And she had pink hair. So...
Tell me. Tell me everything.
If you won't, we can sync with you. And we probably will.
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
Now, Hitomi, this is a very delicate process. We have about 6 minutes.
Date, I'm sure I've told you enough times by now, but please, come back within 6 minutes.
Okay, thanks for telling me. Go fuck yourself, by the way.
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find something.
Date, you can't.
Why not?
You know why.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
No, not even a little. If the sync passes the critical point, the damage will be irreparable.
But what does that mean exactly?
Yeah, what does it mean? Tell me. Tell me now. Yeah, what's going on?
No.
I'm not hiding anything.
Bullshit.
Then let's try it. Let's experiment with my mind. Then we'll know for sure what'll happen.
Fine. I'll just say it.
Yeah?
Pewter, tell him.
I'll say it. Pewter, do it. Tell him, Naegi.
Me?
You know more about it than I do.
Well...
Okay, Pewter. What's going on? What happens?
Well, first off, 6 minutes is not a hard limit. It could be 7 or even 8.
I don't care about the exact time. I'm asking what happens if you go beyond the limit.
Do you remember the story I told you about the egg?
Not at all, Peter. Not at all.
Yeah, why?
If you imagine an egg as your consciousness, the yolk is what goes into the subject's brain. The white remains inside your shell.
Oh!
If you go beyond the limit, your yolk will not be able to return to its shell.
That reminds me. When this happened before, because I just remembered with the story, I said that I had a picture of an egg that I got all the yolk off of. And I didn't have it then. But I found it recently. So I'll show it now. But I told you I had it. So I'm not a liar.
Because the subject's mind will start to take over the sinker's consciousness, right? I know that part already.
Indeed, but there's more to it. After the yolk is devoured, the egg white is brought through the machine next.
What?
Huh?
And there's more. It's not just the sinker's brain. The same process eventually occurs in the subject's as well.
Wait. Are you telling me that we can switch people's minds with this fucking machine? Is that what you're telling me right now?
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced.
Yeah.
Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
The human brain has what can be understood as a memory limit. One brain can only hold one consciousness, and it can only contain one person's memories.
Is there anything else?
Now you know everything. Talk to the boss.
Hi, boss. Why did you keep this secret?
I was unaware of this as well. This information is not on any accessible databases.
We had to prevent the possibility that the system could be exploited.
Exploited? But
Even if it wasn't you, someone else might try. We didn't tell any sinkers this, including you. Project Sync is a top-secret project. It's a matter of national security. Even sinkers are on a need-to-know basis. Think about it. What if you were kidnapped by bad people who tried to make you talk?
bad people?
Terrorists.
A criminal organization, spies from another country, those people. If you blabbed about Project Sync, the entire country might be at risk. You heard it from Pewter. The Sync machine isn't just for entering a person's Somnium. It can also be used to swap bodies between two people. Imagine what this machine would be used for in the wrong hands. That's why I didn't tell you. We can't let this secret get out.
Okay, then.
Swapping bodies between two people? Trading minds?
Wait. Does that mean...
You remember what I told you earlier? Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I got it.
Why did Pewter want to switch bodies then? Because that's the only thing I can think of.
You really okay?
I'm fine. Start it.
Understood. Let us begin.
god?
I am the god of fire. I burn erotic books with my flames of red-hot anger.
My, how ruthless.
Ow!
Are you okay?
That hurt.
I'll let you read this porno mag if it'll make you feel better.
I will burn it.
It's a dream.
The fog is making it pitch black.
Oh, wait. Whoa. That's pretty. Goodbye.
The light over there. Is that a firefly? Somnium scan. Activate.
Alright, let's see. Lock 1. Hey, who's that? There's Hitomi. And lock 4. Sinking in the mountain. Reveal Hitomi's secret buried deep inside. Can will do.
It disappeared?
No, wait. It might still be nearby.
Okay. So, this is about the only thing I can interact with, so let's do
A
it.
flower bud. I cannot identify the variety.
Smell, figure out the... if I could worship the flower. People do that, right?
Worship it?
Yeah.
I will pray to it as though I am mourning the dead.
There we go. Because technically that's what we're doing. Oh, hey, it's that flower.
It bloomed a little?
I don't know what caused it, but it's better than nothing happening.
Isn't there a flower that's supposed to symbolize death in Japan? Or just in general? I don't know what it's called. Rock 1. I'll have some time. Fuck it. Go to Rock 1.
A rock.
I can worship the rock. Fuck it. I will worship this rock.
But it's a rock.
Worship the rock.
Gods live in the rocks too, you know.
A rather Japanese way of thinking.
Well, yeah, he is Japanese.
Just try it.
If you insist.
How was it? You've cleared your head, right?
Yes. I now feel a sense of emptiness.
Guess it was a waste of time.
I do not want to hear that from you.
I regret nothing. There's a hole in this tree.
A hole in a tree. I may be able to fit inside.
Scream.
Stop giving me orders!
I didn't know you had all that bottled up. Sorry.
My voice is echoing.
Must be pretty cavernous in there.
And you know what I must do?
A hole in it.
I must... It changed from scream to please scream. Aiba, can you please peek inside?
I cannot see anything. It is unnaturally dark.
Did you notice anything?
I did hear the faint sound of the wind.
It must be hollow on the inside.
Okay.
A hole in it.
Please tackle.
Beetles might fall out.
This isn't one of your animal friend video games.
Nothing fell.
Aw.
Did you want something to fall out?
Well, yeah, beetles. Oh, right. I can just stick my hand in.
A hole in it.
5 minutes left, Date.
Shh. It's okay.
I am not going to be eaten or anything, right?
Probably not.
Whoa!
But she was kidnapped.
I fell, but I am still in the forest.
It's darker than before.
What? Is someone there?
Hey!
That voice is...
Find out where that voice is coming from.
Renju, my guy. Hey.
Renju Okiura.
You look like a nerd. Flirt with him.
Yoo-hoo, Renju. Come get some of this. Come on!
Sorry, that was a bad idea.
Don't apologize. This is Renju's fault for having bad taste.
He's a nerd and he doesn't appreciate that. How dare you?
Renju...
Talk to him?
Renju, what are you doing in a place like this?
He won't answer.
Not in a place like this, at least.
Can I...
Renju...
hit him?
This is for neglecting your responsibility to Mizuki,
Did he-
you coward!
Did he dodge?
No use. I can't hit him.
This Renju is still a teenager. He wouldn't know Mizuki yet.
Okay, so that was
4
from...
minutes.
Shh, it's okay. So I gotta find the voice. Shake... Can I shake the tree?
A hole in the tree.
Tackle.
Understood. I will do my best.
Oh, hey. A picture.
This is a picture of Hitomi, Renju, and Monica.
Everyone is so young. Hold on to that.
Oh, maybe I now maybe I can show that to him. And he will accept me as one of his own.
Renju... Renju, look at this.
Bye.
Wait!
Renju, stop!
Later. Have a good one. Shook Renju. Oh, I shook him because I showed him the picture. So funny. So funny.
3 minutes, Date.
Shh, it's okay. It's alright. Where is this guy? Where did he go? That's rock 1. It's rock 2. Where did we... Whoa, hole.
What is this?
Jump in.
Really?
Please jump in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Understood. Huh. It's even more difficult to see now.
But we made it.
Another voice? Monica! That's Hitomi's voice.
Where is she? Look for her.
Jeez, I only have 2 minutes left. Duh! Oh, jeez. Hi. Fancy seeing you here, but,
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
okay, hole in tree 3. Maybe?
Another hole in a...
Those are pretty big.
Tackle. Screw it.
Leave it to me. I will break it down. Huh? Ah! Date, perhaps we should pursue a more peaceful route.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
A hole in a tree.
You shall now peek inside.
What is this? A web of some kind?
Well, it would have to be a spider web.
I have web on my face.
Okay. I was hoping there would actually be web on her face. I gotta find Monica, but I don't know where I can find her. I only found Hitomi. Oh. Well.
What?
That's a pleasant surprise. Hold on. Can I look at that really fast? Was that an appendix? The appendix, not appendix. No. What did I just get? It's Hitomi 2. Or would that mean persons? Hitomi Sagan, sex female, age 37, day May 11th. Hitomi is Iris' mother and unmarried. Her parents died in an accident when she was 17. She raised Iris alone. Okay. Maybe the album? Ah, yes. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. This is the design of Hitomi, and I'm guessing the next one's Renju. Okay. That's not restart. Wait, where is she? Who's running? She has to be somewhere in the center, doesn't she?
You have 1 minute left.
Shush. Scream.
Hitomi! Date likes Hitomi!
Hey, what are you trying to say? Hitomi won't remember this sink. But still.
Oh.
Hitomi stopped.
Well. I gotta retry now. Oh, jeez. Okay. Jump into the hole. Geronimo. Then...
3 minutes, Date.
I don't know if I need to grab that again, but I'm gonna go look for it really fast. Ah, yep. Okay, I do need to grab it again.
What?
Alright. Just wanted to make sure I got that. Because I really need to start getting these. And scream.
Hitomi! Date likes Hitomi!
Okay. And Hitomi
You have
is
less than 2
over
minutes,
here.
Date. Hurry.
Hi, Hitomi.
That's Hitomi.
Touch, hug, inspect, or talk. Inspect.
Hitomi Sagan. Like Renju, this must have been approximately 20 years ago.
Something must have happened around that time.
Okay.
That's Hitomi.
Talk to her?
Hitomi, what are you doing here?
Guess she can't hear you. She looks like she's looking for something.
Okay.
That's Hitomi.
Hug her?
Hitomi! I see.
Well?
She dresses modestly, but underneath she has a curvaceous body.
Thank you for the information, Iba. I'm going to store that away.
Good work, Iba. That's good to know.
Excellent detective work.
You have 1 minute left.
A rock.
A rock.
Maybe... Wait, hold on.
This is a simple...
Simple rock, but...
Is there any kind of pattern?
No, there does...
X? Really?
That's Hitomi. Where?
Well, you could, you know, touch her...
Shoulder.
But in this Somnium, she might be a minor.
her stomach. Test how soft her stomach is.
If you say so.
Boop. What the hell?
I touched it.
So, what's the softness situation? Tell me.
It was soft. Nice and pliant. No noticeable abdominal muscles.
Valuable information indeed. Thank you, Iba.
You old pervert.
Correct. That got me... Oh my god. I'm probably gonna have to restart this again, but I just want to see all the funny shit.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
You're right. Quick, Rock 3. Rock 3 has the answers I wish.
A rock. But it's a rock.
Gods live in the rocks.
Or rather,
Just try.
if you
Worship the rock. Love the rock. Be the rock.
How was it?
Yes,
Guess it was a...
I do not.
Okay. I know I'm gonna run out of time, but...
Time's up.
I mean, it's not. Yet. Yeah, I'm gonna live as I died, worshipping rocks.
A rock. But it's...
Gods live in the rock.
Or rather,
Just try it.
if you
How was it? You've cleared your head, right?
Yes,
Guess it was a...
I do.
Ooh.
That's Hitomi. Hitomi?
Perfect.
Date, we can't.
Damn it!
I regret nothing. Investigate. Come on.
3 minutes, Date.
You gotta give me something to work with. So everything I try to interact with Hitomi doesn't work out. So there's probably something else in the tree that I can work with.
A hole in a tree.
Oh, I can stick my hand in it now.
I won't get sucked in, right?
Maybe.
A
Oh.
cord bracelet has appeared on my wrist. Perhaps it belongs to someone.
Might be
Yep.
important. Hold on to it.
Then let's give it to Hitomi. Yeah.
That-
Take the bracelet.
Do you remember this?
And she's off.
Wait!
Follow her!
On it!
So she went around that way. I just wish it was giving me more of the timies. Hole number 2. Wait, maybe I can...
You have less than 2 minutes, Date.
Shh,
Hurry.
I know that. Worship the rock. Okay, we have something. We finally got a thing.
is nothing left to do.
There never is.
Date, what is going on?
I don't know, it's pitch black. I can't see anything.
I see. Then it is not me malfunctioning.
No, you would never.
Can you feel your way around?
I can try.
Reveal the secret. Cluster amaryllis.
A Lycoris flower.
That's what it is. You know, I feel like one of these is a lot more dramatic than the others.
I feel a little awkward, but... It's useless. The roots must be strong.
Okay, in that case... dig up.
Let's do it.
You're always digging, I've noticed.
What? Another hole.
Well,
A large hole.
You have 1 minute left.
well, let's go.
We've come this far. I will not protest now. Huh? That is...
So, really fast. Does anyone remember back in Iris's Somnium, or, yeah, Iris's, when there was the TV you needed to slap or turn the dial? On one of those, there was someone watching another guy just, like, stab or beat a woman to death. That was very... I think that's what's referencing this. Although why Iris would be remembering that, I have no idea. Day 5 Tuesday, Kokai.
Hitomi, I think I know what happened 18 years ago. You three were close. You, Monica, and Renju. Monica was murdered. You and Renju found the body in the mountains.
Oh, thank God they didn't kill her.
And you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse. And my guess is So Sejima killed Monica. I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore.
Oh, thank God,
I'll
answers.
tell you the truth.
Thank you. That's all I want. Saga Residence. All right. 18 years ago.
Wait, you're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Why not? Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
Wait, is it So's?
But your stomach is still...
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you.
So, it wasn't Renju. It wasn't fucking Hitomi being jealous. So... Oh my god, so...
And especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth.
He knocked her up, and he wanted to bury the evidence.
He contacted me for the first time in a while.
Because she was a minor.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking. If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career would be over.
Yep.
It's not like it was an affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
It would still be a big scandal. He impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it.
He wanted you to abort, but you just didn't.
There's no way he'll accept that child.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble. But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit? I'll be right back.
Fine. But take this with you, just in case. It's a GPS transmitter. Just to be extra safe.
I really don't think I'll need it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
Oh.
I don't know what Monica saw in So. She said he was kind and loyal, that he wanted to change Japan.
It's a bullshit.
But I didn't understand any of it. We tried to convince her to break up with him so many times. She never listened. And it ended in tragedy. What happened next, you already know. Neither Renju or I saw it happen. So I don't know how much of this is accurate. But we could guess what happened.
Why would you walk that way? Wait, who was that? Who was that? Wait, who told you this?
Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them.
Jeez, what did So say to Monica?
He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything.
Okay, about her killer.
Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima,
Saito?
the son of So and his late wife. Saito was 12 at the time.
12?
Yes,
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine.
Oh my god. What happened after Monica's murder?
So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with Saito.
The incident was 18 years ago. That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men.
Hold on. Hold on one second. Date is 30. I'm starting to get a little bit of a suspicion about Date. That and the whole thing about Mizuki's ending, what So said. Oh my god. Let's just listen.
Again, neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home. But we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
And Rohan took her eye out.
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. I knew what the hole was for. But I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember my heart beating so fast. Before long.
We good here? Yeah. Cover her. Just a minute.
Yep, and he took her eye out. The fucking creep he is.
Beautiful.
The Kumakura people covered Monika's body, then left. Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw. Monica! Monica! We need to call the police.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big.
So, he didn't know.
I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child. And I believed him. We had to protect Monica's baby. We had to, no matter what.
Okay, I understand.
I decided to trust him. We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest.
Wait. When did... Now that I think about it, when did So figure out it was in the warehouse? why would Renju tell him that?
We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it. But it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key.
Wait, then how did So get the key to come visit the warehouse?
You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
Monica?
Kind of fucked up then that in one of the endings, Iris dies in the warehouse that her mother's hidden in.
Don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, either.
Oh. Oh, wait. That means So was trying... When Renju got into the car crash, that's because So figured out that she didn't have the baby in her. Oh my god, it all makes sense.
The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry. I'm sorry. Monica.
Oh, did you get the birth certificate?
The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it.
Then why bother bringing it up, man?
Just submit the birth certificate, and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like I'm somehow betraying Monica. She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that. Because a war is about to begin.
A war?
War?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time.
Oh, right.
You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, you will officially be her mother. Be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help. Occasionally.
That's why you cared so much about her. But the thing is, why would you say that and then be a dipshit of a father? My guy, you don't understand what you're doing.
Occasionally, huh?
About Monica's killer.
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monica. So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito was only
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son. And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
Which is odd considering she's gonna eventually fall in love with, one of their assassins.
I feel the same way. But you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with it for now. The opportunity will come. So wait until the right moment. Okay?
What should we name her?
I was thinking about her name. How about Iris,
Iris?
Iris.
the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, and the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that, it's also for Monika's name.
Get it? Hitomai. I'm gonna shut up now.
The kanji for Monika uses the character for love. And Monika reminds me of Manako, Japanese for eye.
So both names have something to do with the eye.
And I, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Iris. Yeah, I really like it.
And so my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her. Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep. And I always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again. So I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows. But even with all that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away. But my hands were full raising Iris. I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
Well, at least he was right about that. And hey, you know what? I understand that because I had to take care of my nieces and nephews one time for like 3 months. My God, those kids have pipes on them.
Woof! Woof! Mama, I'm wet. I'm wet. Sweepy, up? Mommy, I won race today. Is Mommy proud of me? Mommy, I want to see Milky Moon again. Mommy, you are so good at dancing. Mommy, pancakes are done. Sorry, I burned it a little. Mommy, why can't I dance at the stores? I can't help it. My body dances on its own.
This is cute.
Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better? I want to dance again with everybody. Hey, Mommy! Do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching!
We're just seeing this girl grow up.
Mommy, thank you for everything! I love you more than anything in the whole wide world! Mommy, look! I drew it!
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
That was so fun! We should do it again!
The food or the food fight?
Both!
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again, too! Hey, Mommy.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it! I say go for it!
Oh, Iris. Oh, Iris.
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monika that I would avenge her. But I couldn't work up the courage. And maybe Renju was exaggerating.
I would say that you're doing a good job by just taking care of her kid.
But there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monika's body to the police, So would be punished by the law. And the Tsujima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered.
If they didn't take care of you first.
But that would mean Iris's secret would be uncovered as well. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father. And even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years. I didn't want to lose Iris.
I mean, as far as reasons go, that's pretty understandable.
But fate can be cruel.
Now the question is, did Renju tell Pewter all of this? And is that why he was so insistent on getting Iris, like, away? But what in the world was the point of, like, guarding her with I don't, people, tell me your reasonings.
God used other means to take Iris from me. In January, Iris suddenly collapsed. It was caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most. That's what the doctor said, if you remember me telling you. But what I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment. It was...
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
Nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor. But the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it. About how I could get my hands on that kind of money. But I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed. Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late. So I thought of a plan. A plan to blackmail So Tsujima.
Oh?
Two days ago, on Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse.
That's how he knew to come here.
He agreed to come. After I hinted at what happened 18 years ago. I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So came. When he finally arrived, he walked over to the workbench, where I had laid Monika's body. He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was fazed, seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son killed. He reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything. I know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito, not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras.
And that's why he was there that day in the Kumakura's office.
Even if he found out who I was, without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me. And there's no way he'd risk his political career. Not to go after me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse. I came out of my hiding place to put Monika's body back. But then, something unexpected happened. I saw you, Date.
Yeah.
I hid behind the forklift before you saw me. And when you were done looking around...
It can't be. Iris.
Jesus. This goes like more levels deep than I expected. Oh my god. There's like layers upon layers of just bullshit. My god. I was losing consciousness. My head felt fuzzy. I couldn't gather my thoughts. I didn't know what to say. Instead, Aiba did the talking.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter. But Iris's father is Sosajima. Her mother, Monica Iwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son, Saito. However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby. Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her. Just as much as her biological mother would have, if not more. Iris's tumor was discovered in January of this year. The only possible treatment was experimental nanotechnology. However, that treatment is restrictively expensive. Hitomi devised a plan to blackmail Sosajima for the money. The best way to establish the blackmail was to show him proof directly. That is why Hitomi created the scene with the corpse. She was the one who called So to the warehouse. On Sunday night, what Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So. That is the summary of what we have learned so far.
Holy shit. My god. This is bananas, man. Oh my god.
But there are some things I have yet to understand. Date, pull yourself together. Ask her questions. Date, snap out of it.
Heard I have a call for me and came too. Okay, continuing Sunday's events,
I probably don't have to ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monika's body back onto the hood of the forklift. That
makes sense.
Oh.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene. It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts.
Yeah, same here.
Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris. The body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it. Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night. Simple.
Okay. Alright. Logical conclusion. Excellent. I don't have to ask why Rohan removed Monika's eyes. I know that.
No, I did not. All of this was my idea.
I'll ask anyway.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Summarize for me.
There There are still a few loose ends, but I believe I understand what occurred 18 years ago.
As do I.
However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami.
Yeah, that's a completely separate thing.
Her murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
Probably two separate cases, because Rohan's MO was the right eye, but this new person is the left eye.
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So. We can think about it later. More importantly,
I headed for the exit.
Wait,
Wait?
where are you going?
to look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she is, right?
I have an idea.
Do you know something?
Obviously, you would have been Obviously, Renju would have been talking with you.
Yes.
How do you know where Iris is?
At around 4 o'clock today, I received a phone call.
From?
I don't know who it was. They were using a voice modulator.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
I see.
Renju.
We don't know that for certain.
It might be Boss. Might be Pewter. Might be 89.
It could be number 89.
Either way, Iris is in danger right now.
Well, let's listen to the rest of the story.
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me?
Yes.
The culprit knows me? It must be Renju. What location?
Bloom Park. Or a warehouse around there.
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
Yep. I was waiting for it.
Date, run.
Boss!
Please, do not worry.
Pewter?
I merely put her to sleep.
What are you doing?
My orders. They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? What investigation? Shoko or Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monika's murder.
Monica? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right? If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
So Tsujima. So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation.
You're the scientist. Go fuck yourself. You think you can tell me what to do, Mr. Magic Man? No. No.
As of 5 minutes ago. In fact, you are to be placed under house arrest.
Well, that's not possible. I'm always under house arrest when I'm in that godforsaken apartment.
What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
Iva, can you turn the power off?
Easily.
Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck. Why would you leave his gun with him? Anyway, we were talking.
Tell me, where is the location?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you? But if I don't go with you...
Fair enough.
Alright, take me there.
Although I already kind of suspect where we're going. Vroom, vroom. Yep, the abandoned factory.
I know this place.
Now, hold on. I want to specify something. With all this intrigue, we still don't know the cause of the explosion at this factory, which I'm guessing this is the factory where the whole thing happened.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
I knew that. How did I know that? The corners of my mind were aching.
Date, I'm sorry, but this is going to be bad.
What do you mean?
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory. They are attempting to wipe all the data. Everything I have accumulated over the last 5 years.
What?
Including backups.
What?
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
Almost definitely.
Pewter, go fuck
He
yourself.
does have admin rights. I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Pewter will be able to access Wadjet, my core programming. He would be able to destroy my mind.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top. The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, Dante.
Well, too bad. I mean, they should see me as a threat. But for good reason.
They are attempting to limit your power by removing me from the equation. I suppose their motivation hardly matters now. The most important thing now is finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours. Or else, I will cease to exist.
Date? What's wrong?
I don't like how your neck is turned. Okay. Oh, tell me you scared the shit out of me. Holy shit. Oh, why was your neck broken?
Nothing. Just...
You can't twist that far without it hurting.
Alright, now you know. So get moving. I'm counting on you, Date.
4 hours. That's fine. That should be plenty of time. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I gripped my revolver and got moving. Well, we know it wasn't Boss, at least. This time.
I'll go in first. You wait here.
Okay.
Is that...
Renju?
Renju?
Hey, 89. What the fuck's up, Buttercup?